Shalom, brothers and sisters.
Shalom,
Shabbat shalom, everybody.
Yeah, wish the Shabbat over here. Check it out. The Language of Creation, chapter 5.
Heaven and earth, a spiritual perspective. There we go. Get a little shot of that.
Check it out.
There we go.
Bam.
Of the book. What's the book called?
There it is.
Language of Creation.
You got
Language
it.
of Creation.
When are you gonna remember?
I got it.
I'm chapter 5. You should know it by now.
Chapter 5.
Okay, Language of Creation. Written by
Matthew.
Matthew Pajot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. We talked about in chapter 4 every time that it gives us these single quotes. We have to look at everything, not only in the literal term, but the symbolic. Watch chapter 4 if you haven't already seen it.
What's the symbolic term for heaven and earth?
Johnny, what do you think?
Well, so he said when it says earth, it's all material matter.
Right.
That was the biblical perspective.
Right. It's
And-
not like the big globe we think of. It's just
Exactly.
everything below the Shamayim.
Right, and everything that is heavenly is just the
Boom.
things that are spiritual.
Spiritual, yeah. That's right.
All right, let's get into it here. Due to the glaring discrepancies between modern and ancient worldviews, it is necessary to rely exclusively on traditional cosmology to interpret the meaning heaven and earth in the Bible. As a visual of the universe, we have, like we said, heaven on top, earth below.
Simple.
When considered from an ancient human perspective, the words heaven and earth refer to the two halves of the cosmos.
Wow.
This polarity completely encompasses reality, which makes it the secondary cause of all manifestation. In other words, everything in this universe was made from a combination of heavenly and earthly components.
Oh, yeah.
In this respect, biblical cosmology is similar to our materialistic worldview, which tends to describe all phenomena as a combination of matter and energy. However, it would be a mistake to imagine that Earth is exactly the equivalent of matter as understood by contemporary physics, and it would be an even greater mistake to think that heaven is the equivalent of energy. In the Bible, raw earth refers to matter without meaning, and pure heaven refers to the spiritual meaning without corporal existence.
Exactly.
As strange as this duality may seem to modern sensibilities, this way of framing reality is self-evident from the spiritual perspective, because it directly addresses the following questions. What does it mean? And what spiritual truth does it embody? So it is not surprising that the basic polarity of this cosmology is meaning and matter.
Right.
Conversely, the materialistic perspective has developed its model of the universe in response to the following questions. What is it made of, and how does it work? So it is not surprising that materialism's fundamental duality is matter and energy.
Yeah.
With wisdom, the Lord, or Yahuwah, founded the earth. With understanding, he established the heavens. With his knowledge, the depths were split, and the skies dropped the dew.
I love that.
Proverbs 3:19 is what that was.
Bam.
According to the spiritual worldview, the whole universe can be described in terms of the intercourse between heaven and earth. This joining of spiritual and corporal realities, called knowledge, is the most fundamental notion in biblical cosmology. In fact, every single phenomenon can be interpreted according to this pattern. Here's another image.
Bam.
Knowledge joining heaven and earth.
We get inform, cover, support, express. So the things from the knowledge from heaven is expressed here. Is that what it's saying? Bernie?
Bernie, what do you got?
Bernie.
Yeah, I like that. And so that's a beautiful picture. What you see is the heavenly things is the knowledge. It's
What? You point like. Yeah, there you go.
So
Yeah, check it out. Seeing that?
all right.
There we go.
So the heavenly things is what informs. It's what gives structure or the idea of the structure, right?
Right.
And it covers like the anointing is an oil, right? It covers. Yahushua covers us. It covers the idea. It's the idea that covers the structure, the support. Earth is material, so it could actually give support and actually start forming structure,
Right.
which in turn gives expression to what the idea is. So you can have an idea, but you can't express it unless it comes from up here, from your knowledge, down to the action.
Yes.
I see.
Well put.
Well, here we go. Let me take over. As illustrated in the diagram above, the union of heaven and earth involves a dual interaction, in which the heavens cover the earth and the earth supports the heavens. On one end, spiritual reality informs corporal reality with meaning and purpose. On the other end, matter expresses spirit by making it visible and tangible in the universe. These fundamental interactions will be discussed at length throughout this commentary, and the notion of knowledge will be illustrated with many examples from the Bible.
All right.
It's simple. It's just what Bernie was saying, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I guess you read this before.
Oh, yeah.
All right, brothers and
Good.
sisters. Oh yeah. So now we're gonna embark in this. Yeah. Go ahead.
Something I wanted to say is like into the notion of Gnosticism is we're against it, right? Gnosticism
Yeah.
actually says that the body, the flesh is evil, and the spirit is the only good thing. But true Christianity or true biblical understanding doesn't make that claim. It claims that the unification of spirit and
body
and flesh is true, is good, is perfect, is what will be perfected.
Because in the spirit we submit our bodies to do Yah's bidding. Correct.
If you don't have a body, you can't function on the earth.
That's why
We have a purpose on the earth, and what's that purpose? Is to bring the spirit,
bring Yahuwah's kingdom.
to bring the kingdom.
Yeah. Which is,
Yeah, the idea spirit is all encompassing kingdom, and so to bring His kingdom, we need to have a physical body to be able to move in.
That's right. So it would be illegal if we didn't have bodies for us to be here. And we'd probably get kicked out and banned by the Almighty. And that's why, another thing, we know that the demons don't have bodies. But what do? They possess people that don't have the Spirit of Yah, through rituals, through deceit, really. I mean, obviously.
Right.
And then they take over the person's body to do not Yah's bidding here on earth, but the Hasatan, the adversary's bidding, which is getting a gun and going to school and shooting up people. I mean, that's one of many, but all these destructive behaviors, you got to really wonder, did the man do it? Or was he possessed by a demon? But see, I can go on. But see, we, the few that understand the Messiah came and gave us life and everlasting, has granted us authority over these demons.
Yes.
But don't be glad about that. Be glad that your names are written in the book of life. Hallelujah. All right, brothers and sisters. Love y'all. Shalom.